What is going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a back testing video. We're going to do a week worth of data. We're going to ask ChatGPT for a random week, and then we're going to back test it, see how I do, and let's get into the video. All right, we're going to ask ChatGPT real quick. Pick a random week starting on a Sunday and ending on a Saturday in the past 5 years. The reason why I did Sunday and Saturday is just so on FX Replay we can start right on Monday morning and also end through Friday. So let's see what Chat gives us. All right, so we're doing October 8th, 2023. Let's put that in FX Replay. All right, so we got YouTube one, back testing. We have 50K in account balance. We're trading NQ and ES. And yeah, the dates are right here, 10/8/23 to 10/14/23. Let's see how I do. Okay, so starting with New York session on Monday, it's looking like we have this kind of like NWOG, which is a new week opening gap that we could target to get filled. Oh my god, my settings are all messed up. I got a new computer, so all my settings are like messed up. Anyways, can I pull this down? We're bullish. I would like to see us target this NWOG. So either we sweep out these lows within this gap right here, take a peek over at ES. What is ES doing? All right, so ES is currently already somewhat filling. This NWOG, we're also SMTing at it. We're also SMTing at these lows, it looks like. Still want to see longs, could see shorts. Let's go on a little bit more interior. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, we're gonna have a 15-minute gap open right here. If we get a manipulation into this, if we get a manipulation into that, I could see us get a trade higher. I'm assuming there's gonna be one on ES as well. Yeah. So 30-minute. Okay. Yeah. Would want to see some form of manipulation into that gap, and then I could take a trade off of it. Let's see what we do. Hopefully that doesn't pop up every single time. Okay, there's no 30-second. We did manipulate into the gap. Let's just see what price does. Damn, that's a good manipulation. Okay, we're also SMTing these 1-hour lows now. So if we can get some form of trade idea higher, some form of inverse, like that. Not in this. Okay. So I'll be ripping this 30-second. Let's see what ES did. ES didn't hit the 15. Didn't hit really anything. So we're SMTing the 15. I don't really like that, but ES is showing bullishness. So the only really trade flaw I have here is the fact that ES isn't in anything to distribute. But on NQ, super good. We're SMTing these 1-hour interior lows. We're also in this 15-minute gap, and we have this clean 30-second IPG here. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna rip this. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I like this trade. Oh fuck! Thank God that didn't work. I almost just fast forwarded. All right, so it looks like it's a 1-2. We'll just save. Okay, it's a 2-hour trade here. Let's see if it plays. All right, and bang, TP smashed on that. We call it 2-hour on that trade. Like I said, what happened was we traded lower, hit this 15-minute gap. We SMT'd these lows at this hourly internal lows within a 4-hour and hourly gap. We had this beautiful NWOG to target. ES wasn't in a place to manipulate, which is all good. because the narrative of PA and we're SMTing, we probably end up going even higher a little bit. Yeah, we stalled out and then dump, but you can see how we kind of accumulate and then distribute. But anyways, that's besides the fact. We caught our one trade for that day. And super A+ setup here. Really like that trade. Clean 30-second IFEG to the upside. We had a little bit of choppy PA, but then it ended up distributing. So yeah, really good trade. Let's go to the next day. All right, starting on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we fully distributed. We filled this end log like I said previously, and we are still super bullish. We can mark out this 4-hour gap as a place to hit to distribute. Let's go a little bit higher time frame. Let's go to the daily candles. Okay, we're in this daily gap. We are expanding. We're kind of breaking out of this PA here, this chop. But yeah, this 4-hour looks pretty good to take a long off of. Let's look interior of that. Awesome. We have these like pretty much stacked 1-hour lows. We can see that we're kind of in a PDI. So if we're going to expand higher, you can see how we kind of accumulated. We are going to most likely manipulate lower and then expand higher. That's what I would be looking for on this day. Remaining bullish. Let's see what ES is doing. All right, ES is super bullish as well. We have this 4-hour in ES as well. Let's go on the hourly time frame. Okay, we are SMTing these lows over here. And let's see if there's any 30-minute, 15-minute gaps. There's a small 30-minute that's going to form, no 15s. Do have a 15 there, so we could see a trade lower. We're in this hourly gap as well. That could push us lower until we hit this gap down here. We're going to have, even though we're in that 30-minute, there's also these 15s. Loki would like to see that get hit. If we're going to take a short, we can kind of see we have these stacked lows. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. See, we have these stacked lows. This is looking like a PDI model. So again, this could manipulate lower, go higher, or it can manipulate higher and go lower. So we're about to find out. Let's see what PA does. Those are my kind of key levels I want to see get hit. Let's go to the 1-minute time frame here. Okay, we manipulated higher off open. As we can see, we hit that. There's probably gonna be no entries here if it just flushes lower. Okay, we go higher then lower. Little resweep, still pretty much just chop. ES is also in now that place to distribute. I do like that. And we're chopping. Okay, now we hit this again. Yeah, we're in this hourly gap, but we hit that 15 like I wanted. Oh, we're hitting the second 15. You could see us if we get an inverse off of this. Ooh, yeah. That's really good. And we have an SMT. Okay, I'm actually gonna rip this trade. We hit this new 15-minute gap. We have all these lows, kind of that PDI model, like I said. It's not a very pretty off open manipulation to distribution, but I could expect us to go to the hourly down here. I really do need to wait for this second 1-minute gap though to inverse. Is there a 2-minute here? No. 3-minute, probably not. So I'm gonna let one more candle print and just see what happens. Okay, now I'll enter this trade. I wanted to see this 1-minute gap get hit, even though it's such a small gap. We still get a 1-to-1 to that. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is in a bit of chop, but we are SMTing, like I said. Yeah, so we're gonna enter this short. We're gonna get a little bit more than 1 RR. It's like 1.8. There we go. Okay, save. All right, let's see if this plays out. Probably just not gonna go break even. Just see what happens. Whoa, and instantly stopped. All right, we lost this trade. Only reason why I could see this trade really failing is market conditions. What did we do off open? We've kind of just chopped. We've stayed in this range, and we already hit these key levels. The fact that we didn't distribute already is kind of a weak sign of price. And yeah, we're just going higher. So let's see if we can catch another trade on this day. Remaining in that bullish move, we inverse that bullish 1 hour or that bearish 1 hour gap. So we're definitely still bearish or bullish. Let's see if a 15-minute opens up here and we hit it. We got actually a long time. Did that 15-minute open? No. We hitting 5 minutes? Yes. Man, I would want to take a trade like this, but it's sponsored off of nothing. We didn't hit anything to sponsor the gap. We can see that we've hit this 5-minute gap. We're getting legs lower. Looks like a 30-second PDI, yeah. This might play right here. I just can't take this trade. It's not in my rules. I would think it'd be awesome if it didn't play. All right, well, it played. So we're most likely not going to come back to this 15-minute down here. But that's a really good 5-minute con. It's just not sponsored by anything for me. I like to see my 5-minute cons sponsored. We didn't even hit it on ES. ES is just pumping. This is probably one of those days where there really isn't any trades besides the one I took earlier that lost. Let's see what this 15-minute does. Wow, we just keep going higher. Wow, no retracements. It's an 11, and it's 11. Okay, so on a day like this, you know, we just took it a small L. The only really downsides to my trade were the fact that, you know, we are kind of trading against somewhat high resistance as we are just trading higher. You want to stay with the trend. I like the trade though. It's honestly a good trade. We hit this new 15-minute gap and we saw some distribution lower with this candle right here. Then we ended up kind of continuing that. It just, you know, one of those days that we lose. So all good. We're 1-1 right now. We are still up on the account. Let's go to the next day. Bangarang, 4 hour. We're still bullish. Let's go to the daily real quick. Previous day highs right here. Still super bullish. We're super overextended though. This looks like some form of news of some sort, maybe? No, just... Okay. We're in this hourly gap. Let's see where ES is. ES is bullish as well. SMT these lows. This doesn't look like a great day. We're SMT these highs. So I don't really know what I want to see here. Let me take a second. I'd want to take a long, but good rejection there. It's a 1 hour interior low. Is that 8:30? Yeah, so that's news. Okay, so that's data lows. Yeah, I would want to see some form of manipulation higher to lower. Okay, we're pumping. Don't really want to see us go that high. Let's see. All right. Well, we hit my draw for the day. My draw was just previous day high here. There is reason to go higher, so I'm still going to remain bullish. I could see us get some form of distribution lower, though. Say probably 5-minute. This 5-minute is currently getting disrespected. see if it gets inverse. It does. Oh wait, that's the start of a new candle. That's the start of a new candle. That's such a poor inversion. Yeah. Just not taking that short. It probably plays. Let's see, 1 hour, we hit that 1 hour too on ES. 5 minutes, fully disrespected. Super good displacement lower. We're not in any key levels of some sort. It'd be this low we'd be worried about. And this probably will play. Let's see if we come back up to this 5 minute gap. I doubt it, but yeah, okay. Well, I missed the entry on this candle. Let's see if price kind of comes up. If it doesn't, we just miss out. Yes, is very close to my draw. We're just super discounted. This 1 minute did inverse. I do like that. I'm gonna go here. My stop at this high. It's kind of like a discretionary trade. If ES hits this low or this line here, I'm gonna exit my trade on NQ. I don't know if I like my stop loss though. That's the thing. Like this probably plays, but you know what? I'm just gonna sit out on it just because it's not A+. Okay, good job sitting out on that one. That would have lost. 15 minute, no 15 minute gap opens. Let's see, do we hit this 5 minute? No, it's all the way up here. I doubt we're gonna hit that 5 minutes. Oh, yes, hit the draw, that's why. On this candle. So even if I entered this trade, I would got like we got 3-3R, so good fade on that. There's really no point. This is looking like a no trade day. Now taking out that hourly internal low. Let's see what happens. Wow, yeah, this is straight chop. It's looking like a no trade day for me. Hit that sponsored 5. See what happens to this 5 minute gap. Yeah. Gets inverse and then we dump. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No trade day for me. Super choppy PA. Wanted to see this 5 minute inverse to take a short. Once this inverse happened, I'm not taking this. It was like literally a tick. This candle, I ended up missing the entry and we were down here and I wasn't going to chase price. Even if I did, it would have been a break-even trade. It would have been something like this. I would have targeted this low. And it would have been break-even. I would have TP'd at least at 1-to-1 because ES took my draw. But it doesn't matter. No trade day. Next day, New York session. Let's see what's going on here. Looks like we finally got down to that level though. Okay, we're in this 4 hour. Still bullish on the bias. 1 hour interior low, it looks like. Let's see if we stalled out a bit. Yeah, we have 15 minute gap right there to target. It's gonna be a 30 minute right here though. I want to see us manipulate lower off open and then get an expansion higher. It looks like we're already starting to clear out this low resistance liquidity. So let's hope we don't just pump off open. Okay, we got some chop going on. Oh, ES just took out the low. Okay, so ES just took out this low. this hourly internal low. Dang. It looked like we're probably not going to get something on NQ, and we're probably just going to expand higher. Yeah. There's the expansion higher. We hit that new key level. I want a long. I do not want to. We just hit this 30-minute gap, as well as it being a 15-minute gap. It looks like we hit CE of it. Yeah, probably did. Why is this freaking this color? Let's get a midline on this guy. Okay, we don't hit CE. Dang, I don't really like this. Let's see what happens. Generate some structure. Low PDI, manipulate lower. What time is it? 10 a.m. What did 10 a.m. do? 10 a.m. pushed higher. On a sponsored 5-minute. What's ES doing? Dumping. Damn. Okay, we hit that new hourly. Just don't want to take any longs like this. And it plays again. We can kind of see this PDI, and then ES is the one that manipulates twice today on this day. Just not really, I don't know, just don't like any of that really. So looking like a no trade day again. Okay, we hit this 5-minute. Just SMT'd the highs though. Holy smokes, what a day. Wow. We are super uncorrelated. Don't like this. On a 15-minute on ES. Okay. Wow. Holy uncorrelation. Baby. I could honestly see a short here. Trading this 1-hour SMT, the highs. We have a 5-minute internal low to target. ES in a 15 has low resistance. We're about to have a 15-minute and 2 minutes to target on NQ. You know what? I'm gonna rip this one. Man, honestly, I don't want to. I think this plays, but we're a minute away from 10:30 PO3. I'd rather, man. Do we have 15 minutes to target on? No. We're so bearish though on ES. This looks so good for shorts. You know what's back testing? I'm gonna rip this trade. We're gonna just target a 1-to-1 and we're gonna go break even once we take these lows. Yeah. Let's just see what happens. Okay, go and break even. This is looking like it's most likely a break even trade. Maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Yeah. So break even on that guy. I mean, you just got to go break even. You're in a 15-minute gap, sweeping some lows. ES hits a sponsored 5-minute gap. So I like that break even. This might turn into a long. This 2-minute here. I will not be taking this, but maybe. Let's just see if this plays. No. So it looks like it would have been a break even to somewhat a win. This is really bad, PA. Yeah, just chop. All right, I think we have one more day. That was Thursday. So one more day. Let's see if we can catch a banger. We're currently 1-1-1 on the week. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we're finally seeing some bearish movement. Definitely leaning more bearish. Go on the hourly. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we could be bullish from here. Got a little bit of a neutral bias. Could see either or happen here. So we got a 30-minute gap opening up right here. Bang. Put this DV wick down here. 15-minute time frame. We got two 15-minute gaps. This is about EQ the range as well. We'll just sit and watch the 15-minute time frame on ES. All right, let's see what happens. It's looking like a little PDI. 30-second? Ooh, there is. Inverse. Man, that's such a shitty inverse. It's what I wanted to see. It's just so shitty. What's ES doing? Oh, there's a 15-minute right here. Equalos. Man, okay. It's what I wanted to see. I think I'm gonna rip it just for the sake of the video. We'll go stop at body high. We'll target a 1-1. We'll go break even once either ES takes this low or NQ does. Could get remanipulated out of this, but let's see. Let's relook at this though. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. We're taking out this low. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, we're break even. This is looking like another break even trade. Nice. Okay, it flushed out. I really am happy with that. I'd give this trade setup. It's an A setup when it comes to just narrative, what price is giving you. The only reason why this trade I was so hesitant about it was just the inversion here. Took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to inverse a 30-second gap. That's the only thing I didn't like about it, but it is still my entry model of an inverse happening, and our high is protected. So yeah, not a terrible trade. We had a bunch of 15-minute gaps to target, and I bet we don't have any bullish push up until ES hits the 15. Never mind, I'm completely wrong. All right, but that is all of the data we are backtesting for this video. That was 5 days of data. We went 2-1-1 on the week. We're up $1,000. Let's go to the statistics. All right, so that is it for that week of backtesting. We took 4 total trades. We had a 66.67% win rate. On that week of data, let's go to the P&L down here. So first day we caught 2RR with a $1,000 winning day. The next day we had a $500 losing day. Wednesday was a no trade day. Thursday we went break even. And then Friday, we caught a nice little banger, putting us up $1,000 on the week. So not too bad. This was our P&L. This is our stats at the current moment of data. We took 4 total trades, 1 break even. If you guys like this form of content and want to see me backtest more live data with how I trade, leave a comment, drop a like, and I'll most likely be posting more of these. I want to start posting a backtesting session every single week. Not only will it help myself with my own trading, but it would be good to have just documented data online on my YouTube showing how I trade